Happy birthday, John. It's a wonderful party, isn't it?
Thanks, Uncle Don. May I introduce my boss, Wilma Barrington? Wilma, this is my uncle, Don.
Pleased to meet you, Wilma.
Delighted to meet you too.
Wilma, I'd like you to come and meet my friends, Julie and Chung. Guys, this is Wilma, my boss.
It's great to meet you, Wilma.
You too. And great to meet you, Chung. The band's great, isn't it?
It certainly is.
I'm starving. The food looks absolutely delicious, doesn't it?
Yes, Julie. It looks lovely.
Let's dance first. We can eat later, can't we?
Okay then, Chung. One dance, and then I'm going to the buffet.
Hi, I'm Joe, and this is Patsy.
Hi, I'm Raj. Where are you from?
We're from the UK.
You're English.
I'm English, and Patsy's Scottish.
Where are you from, Raj?
I'm from Durban, in South Africa.
That's on the coast, isn't it?
Yes, the East Coast, right by the Indian Ocean.
Nice.
What town are you from, Patsy?
I'm from the Isle of Skye. It's a little island off the west coast of Scotland.
And you, Joe?
I'm from Manchester. It's in the northwest of England.
I've heard of it. Football, right? Oh, here's Carla. Carla, meet Joe and Patsy.
Hi, Carla. Where are you from?
I'm from Tasmania. It's a beautiful island off the south coast of Australia.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
And now the highlights from today's Athletics Championship. Australia's Jerry Smith beat the world 400 metres record by 1.5 seconds. Kenya's Kamau Buru won silver in the 400 metres, with a time of 43.4 seconds. Kenya now holds 50% of the long-distance medals. China's Su Qin won the women's high jump with an incredible jump of 2.05 metres. Although the Millennium Stadium was only 3/4 full today, spectators were thrilled to see Lorna Davis win the women's long jump with a jump of 7.12 metres, and John Wood win the 800 metres by 2.75 seconds.
Hello, Dylan. Where are you? You said your train would arrive at 18:07. I'm at the station now.
I know. The train was due to leave at 17:14, but it was delayed. The new arrival time is 18:55.
Oh no! No time for dinner then?
I'm afraid not.
You do know that the play begins at 7:30, don't you?
Yes, I'm really sorry.
Well, it's not your fault. I'll wait for you outside the theater until 7:25, but then I'm going in. The intermission's at, 9:15. I'll meet you in the bar.
Okay. Hope to get there before the play. See you later.
Bye.
Time to go, guys. It's been great meeting you all.
Come and visit me and Steve. Our address is 100A Valley Road, Paddington, New South Wales, 2021, Australia.
Thanks, Eva.
And our phone number is 0293 6333 2.
02936 3332. Cheers, Steve.
I know you're coming to Durban, so I've written down my address for you too.
Cheers, Raj. That's 1488 Stanley Road, Durban, right?
Yes, that's right. And my email address is raj@kuvox.com. That's CUVOX. Look forward to seeing you.
If you're going back to the UK via the States, come and visit California.
That would be great. Thanks, Will.
Okay, the address is 5849 Old Leaf Point, Santa Monica, California. Zip code 90499. I don't think I have your address, Joe.
It's 11 Chatsworth Avenue, London. That's CHATSWORTH.
And what's the zip code?
The postcode's NW4 1HU.
Thanks. Keep in touch.
Hello, Kai.
Hi, Siobhan. What are you up to these days? Are you still working as a travel agent?
No, not anymore. I got bored working behind a desk, so I started looking for a new job last year. I spent weeks looking through ads in the newspaper, but I finally found the perfect job.
So, what do you do now?
I'm a flight attendant.
That's great. How are you finding it?
I'm really enjoying it. I had to do 6 weeks of training before I could start working on the planes, but the job is great fun. The only bad thing about it is working shifts. Sometimes I have to go to work in the middle of the night.
That's awful.
It's okay. We get a lot of annual vacation, so that makes up for the shifts. I took some time off to go to Jamaica last month.
I'm glad it's all going well for you.
So, Lucy, how's life now you've retired?
Artists never retire, do they? I still often paint in my studio. We live near my daughter and her family now, so I frequently look after my grandson and read him stories.
Are you enjoying life in the country?
Yes, thanks. It's great to make the most of being outdoors. I always walk the dog before breakfast. I occasionally do the gardening, but we also have a gardener.
I hear there are some great restaurants in your town.
Yes, but Tony and I like cooking, so we rarely go out for dinner. We buy food from our local stores now. We hardly ever go to the big supermarket.
1 coffee, 1 tea.
Tea for me, please. And the coffees for Teresa.
Thanks, Paul. So, how was your day at work?
It was okay, but I think my boss was angry because I turned up late this morning.
Oh no, that happened to me too last week. I have to get up early most days, but I hate it. I was so tired at work today. I had a nice lunch in the park though. It's important to chill out, don't you think?
Yes, definitely. What are your plans for the weekend?
I enjoy working out, so I'll go to the gym. How about you?
I'm meeting up with some friends on Saturday and we'll eat out in the evening.
That sounds fun. I'm sure you'll have a great time.
My grandfather's called John, but I call him Pops. He's slim, bald, and wears glasses. My grandmother's name is Mary. I call her Nana. She has a beautiful round face, though she has a few wrinkles now. I love her hair. It's quite short, straight, and white. She's a bit plump, but I think it suits her. My mom, Ruth, is slimmer than Nana and has beautiful, long, wavy brown hair. My dad's name is Ben. He's about as tall as Pops, but he's not bald. He has short, curly black hair. My sister, Jess, has shoulder-length, curly red hair. I'm Fran, and I'm the smallest in the family. I have short, straight, brown hair.
Hi, Kim. Are you having a good day's shopping?
Hi, Dominic. Yes, I've had fun buying a few things for myself. I just bought these brown suede boots I'm wearing. What do you think?
They're great, Kim. Very stylish. I especially like the zips. I'm also wearing something I bought today. This top. I'm not sure about the collar, but I like the stripes. I also got some boots, but mine have laces.
It's a really nice top, Dominic. I love big collars like that. And I also like the boots. I've been buying a few casual clothes. A jacket with a yellow zip, and a lovely green cardigan with black buttons. Good for when it gets cold. Oh, and I also got a pair of denim jeans and a leather belt.
Sounds great. I've been buying a few things for the family. Pink polka dot pajamas for Alice, and blue and orange checked pajamas for Ben. They love colourful clothes, so I hope they like them.
I'm sure they will, Dominic.
Your house always looks lovely. How do you do it, Laura?
Thanks, Tatiana. Well, I have a routine of things to do every day that I stick to.
What's your usual routine then?
Well, every morning I walk the dog, make the bed, and I tidy my bedroom quickly before I go to work. When I get home, I do the cooking and clean the kitchen.
Goodness!
It keeps me fit. And if I'm not out in the evening, I do the laundry and straighten up the living room.
You do that every day?
Not just that. I also mow the lawn once a week. Then, of course, there's the shopping to do. It's just me living here, so there's nobody else to do it.
Well, I guess I should get a better routine.
Hi, Geeta. Ready to go shopping?
Oh, Maya, I'm so sorry. I'm too busy.
With what? We usually go shopping on Mondays.
Well, I normally do all the laundry on the weekend, but Raj invited guests, so I'm doing it now. And I usually clean the house on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but Raj and his friends left an awful mess, so I'm cleaning it up now.
Can't you do it tomorrow? We always go out for lunch after shopping. I booked a table for us at your favorite restaurant.
I'm sorry, Maya. I know we usually spend Mondays together.
Poor you. Can I help?
Thanks, sis.
Can I help with that pile of laundry?
Yes, that would be great.
Great. I'll hand wash them for you.
I usually put them in the washing machine.
I normally use a machine too, but your washing machine is full. How about I vacuum the floor?
Okay then. I usually sweep the floor.
I normally vacuum mine, Gita. Doing things slightly differently isn't a problem, is it?
As long as everything gets done, Maya.
Exactly, Gita.
Hi, Joe. So how was your vacation?
Hi, Tom. It was great. I did so many fun things and saw some incredible places.
What did you do first?
Well, I didn't know the city at all before I arrived, so the first thing I did was go to the tourist office, where they were very helpful.
Good idea. Where did they suggest you go?
They suggested the medieval law courts located in the historic quarter, which I saw on my second day there. I really loved that. But I also loved the city's art gallery, which I visited the next day. There were some wonderful paintings and sculptures there.
That sounds great, especially the law courts.
Yes, it was amazing. Oh, and I got totally lost in the commercial district near the end of my trip and ended up seeing some pretty impressive government buildings.
You did a lot.
Yeah, I was a little tired on the last day, so I headed for the shopping mall and went shopping. I got some great bargains.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. Sharon, the world's largest mountain range, is it the Andes or the Himalayas? The Himalayas are definitely the tallest.
Yes, but the Andes are a lot longer than the Himalayas.
Okay, the Andes then.
Is the world's tallest waterfall Niagara Falls or Corn Falls?
Niagara Falls is one of the tallest.
But I think the Corn Falls is taller. Now, where's the biggest volcano?
In the Pacific Ocean, off the coast of Japan. I read about it recently.
Great! The world's largest glacier, is it in the Arctic or Antarctica?
Antarctica, definitely.
Okay then. Which ocean is bigger? The Pacific or the Atlantic?
The Pacific is much bigger than the Atlantic. I'm sure of that. And here's the last question. Which country has the longer coastline? Canada or Australia? I think it's Australia.
No, Canada is much bigger than Australia, so its coastline must be longer too.
You'd better be right.
Following the shocking announcement of plans to close Grove Road Library, I'm here to ask the people who use the library what they think of this decision. Dean, you're pleased about the decision?
Yes, I'm excited about joining a new library with better facilities.
And you, Aki?
I'm shocked and confused about why this decision has been made. Grove Road Library is such a beautiful building. The owners should be ashamed.
How about you, Hannah?
I'm annoyed that we weren't consulted, but I can understand why the decision was made. The number of people who use this library is very low.
Mr. Wood and Mrs. Tanner, what are your views?
I first visited Grove Road Library as a child, and my parents did too, so I'm depressed about it. A lot of local history will disappear.
Some people think it's funny that the owners have changed their minds so many times, but I'm certainly not amused.
What do you feel like doing today, Julie?
I absolutely love tennis, and I see that there are courts nearby. I quite like windsurfing, too, and I spotted people on the beach doing that.
Or what about swimming? I really like that. The hotel swimming pool has a diving board, and there is the beautiful beach.
I thought you found swimming frightening, Alyssa.
Only in really deep water. Oh, and I want to hike in the wonderful mountains.
Oh, no, I absolutely hate hiking. I find it too exhausting.
Well, how about we go swimming this afternoon? But what shall we do about tonight's meal? You really hate cooking, so shall I cook?
Sounds great.
Georgia, did I ever tell you about my first day at school?
No, Joe. Was it memorable?
You could say that. I went with Dad. I was so excited, but Dad never told me he'd leave me there. I was horrified. So when Dad left, I ran out the door and tried to follow him. I could see him up the road, but the school gate was shut, and I couldn't get out. I tried to squeeze through the fence, but I got stuck. My head was out, but my body wasn't.
You poor thing.
Then my mum's friend Joan walked by and saw me. She ran into the school and brought the teacher out. The teacher called the fire department. They came in 10 minutes and cut me free. They were really kind and let me wear a firefighter's helmet for my re-entry into school.
Wow, quite a first day.
Yeah, I can still remember every detail, and it was 20 years ago now.
In general, students at my first school were more respectful toward teachers than at my second school, where I'm teaching now. The classes were also much bigger at the first school. It wasn't unusual to have a very crowded classroom. Some teachers even used microphones so that everyone could hear what they were saying. It's pointless trying to shout all the time because it hurts your voice. If you want to be successful as a teacher, you have to be creative to deal with different situations. Interestingly, although the classes are smaller at the second place, students are often unmotivated and unfocused. You have to work hard in order to regain their attention if they aren't concentrating. Some of their handwriting is hopeless. It is doubtful whether they will pass their exams unless they make an effort to go back and review everything they have learned this school year.
Hello, Trina. I haven't seen you for ages.
Hi, Jodie. I've been out of the country. In fact, I just got home this morning.
Where have you been?
Well, you know I've done a road trip every year since 2012.
Yeah?
This time, I decided to do something different. I cycled through France and Spain to the Sierra Nevada. I spent a month there. The views are amazing. And guess what?
What?
I've learnt how to hang glide. So now we can do that together.
Great! Have you got all the equipment?
No, I haven't bought it yet. I couldn't have carried it all home on the back of my bicycle.
I suppose not. Have you learned any more exciting skills?
Yes, I have. I've learnt to scuba dive. I did a course when I was in Egypt.
Did you cycle all the way to Egypt?
No, I caught a plane from Madrid.
Sounds like a fantastic trip.
We've really done a lot when you think about it.
Absolutely. We've already been around the world.
We haven't been to every country yet.
True. We've tried a lot of things, though. Hang gliding in Switzerland, skydiving in Hawaii. What else have we done? Oh, of course, there was scuba diving in Australia.
But there's still plenty of stuff I haven't done that I want to try. I haven't tried windsurfing yet.
Well, okay. Why not? That's a good idea. It's more fun than going to the gym. We could go to the French coast and learn how to windsurf there. Since you've just learned French.
Sounds like fun. Maybe we could go surfing too. As you are already a surf lifeguard, I know I'll be safe.
Well, I haven't done a lot of surfing yet this year. Okay, let's do it.
So, how's it all going?
Well, it's all taking longer than I thought.
Oh?
There's just so much to do. I've been painting the outside of the house for 3 weeks. John's been painting the living room since Monday. Jenny's been making curtains for 2 days, but she can't put them up until the paint dries.
I see. Is your family helping?
Of course. Tony's been tiling the roof since Saturday, which is a great help. And Joanne's been doing the gardening for a month. The biggest problems were the kitchen and bathroom. Alex has been fitting the bathtub since January, but it's nearly done now.
Good luck. I hope you can move in soon.
Hi, Vikram. Dinner smells delicious. What have you been cooking for me?
Hi, Kath. I've been making a curry. I can't tell you what's in it. It's a secret.
Can't wait to taste it.
So, what have you been doing lately? I haven't seen you in ages.
I've been working on some new designs for a home magazine, and they're going to print them all in their next edition.
Congratulations! And have you been painting your apartment?
Yes, it's finished. You must come and see it. So, what have you been up to?
I've been designing menus for my new restaurant.
Oh, yes, your new restaurant. When does it open?
It opens in May.
Wow, that's so exciting. Now, let me help you set the table.
Hi, Alexi. It's ages since I've spoken to you. What have you been up to?
Hi, Magda. I've been really busy. I've been learning to surf since June. It's so much fun. My car keeps going wrong, though. I've been trying to fix the engine all week, and it's still not quite right.
Sorry to hear that.
How are things with you?
I've just graduated from college. I'm starting a new job in September, so I've got a month off now.
Congratulations. Hey, you should come and visit me. I bought a boat last month, and I've been going sailing on weekends. I think you'd enjoy it.
That sounds great. I finally passed my driving test too, so it will be a lot easier for me to get to your house.
Fantastic. Let me know when you're free.
Hello, Julia. It's very unusual for you to be late. What happened?
I managed to get an early train, but it was really overcrowded, and it was a terrible journey.
What happened?
The train was full of immature students who thought it was funny to set off the emergency alarm.
Oh, no.
We stopped in the middle of nowhere, and it took the guard forever to deal with the kids and call the police. I got a bit impatient after a while and argued with the guard, who then made me get off the train. Then I had to wait an hour for the next train because it was delayed.
Oh, dear. Coffee?
Yes, please.
Right. We've got easels, paint, paintbrushes, cloths, casual clothes, hats, sunscreen, cash, and credit cards. Anything else?
Nothing. We'll have beautiful scenery to inspire us.
Have you got your presentation and sales forecasts?
All on this USB. I have my special mini projector, all the documentation, a change of clothes, phone, chargers, cash, and cards.
Good luck. I hope you get the contract.
Here's a photo and some flowers for your desk. Have you got your briefcase?
Thanks, Mum. Yes, I've got it. I've also got the lovely new laptop you bought me.
Have a great day.
I don't have our ski passes. Do you have them?
Yes, of course. Thank goodness we haven't got skis to take with us this year. It will be much easier to rent them when we arrive.
I've packed our wetsuits, masks, flippers, snorkels, and swimwear. You have cash and credit cards. Do we have everything?
Sandwiches, cake, lemonade, cold meat, salad, plates, cutlery, tablecloth, cushions, rugs. Oh, wait. I think I've got a flask we could take too.
Hi, Elena. How are the party preparations going?
I'm really stressed, Isaac. The hardest thing is getting my roommates organized. This morning, Bruno burned himself on a saucepan. He's so clumsy. And Caroline's even worse. She's just hurt herself by banging her head on the kitchen shelf.
Look, I'll come over this afternoon and do the rest of the cooking for you. You need to give yourself a break. Tomorrow, your roommates can prepare the fruit salad. That should be easy enough for them.
They'll probably cut themselves. Thank you so much, Isaac. That's really kind of you.
It'll be worth it. I'm sure we'll all enjoy ourselves at the party.
I'm here at the Gadget Show with Bilal, Harry, and Lauren, who are here to show us their fabulous new inventions. Hello, Bilal. What's your gadget for?
You use this machine to clean your floors while you're out. It has a sensor that finds dirt, and it cleans up without human help.
Thanks, Bilal. Harry, what do you have for us?
This is for opening jars and cans. Many older or less able people find this difficult. Now they can do both jobs at the touch of a button.
It looks great, Harry. Lauren, what does your invention do?
This amazing remote control is for keeping your home safe while you're away. You use it to lock or unlock windows and doors.
Thank you, everyone.
On Sports Update today, we welcome Olympic cyclist Kofi Oze to the studio. Kofi, congratulations on winning gold medals in 2 consecutive Olympics.
Thanks.
Tell us about your amazing Olympic journey.
Well, after the last Olympics, I promised to coach the team. Then The directors arranged to meet me and said they'd like me to be in the next Olympic squad. I was flattered, but thought I'd struggle to win another medal. I'm not getting any younger, but eventually I decided to go for it. I managed to do my training and was thrilled to win Olympic gold again.
So what's next for you?
A family holiday. Then I hope to win the Tour de France next year. I can't wait to take part in more competitions.
Best of luck, Kofi. It's been great talking to you.
Hello?
Hi, Maria. We haven't seen each other in a long time. Shall we meet up this week?
Good idea, Catherine. When's good for you?
For once, my diary is empty. How about Monday for a coffee before work?
I'm afraid I'm going swimming at 8.
Tuesday for lunch?
Sorry, I'm meeting Adrian for lunch at noon.
Wednesday?
I'm finishing work early on Wednesday to take the kids skating at 4. Then on Thursday, I'm having lunch with Jude at 1, and Omar's returning home from his business trip that evening.
Are you busy with Omar and the kids for the rest of the week?
I'm working all day on Friday. Then I'm busy all weekend, as Omar's brother is coming to visit. We're taking him sightseeing on Saturday and to the beach on Sunday.
Wow, you are busy. In that case, could we meet for lunch at Ricky's Cafe on Monday?
Sounds good.
Come on, Lorna. Let's sit down and plan our trip to New York. It's only a few days until we go.
Good idea, Jeff.
We'll go straight to the hotel when we get there. We'll quickly check in and let the hotel porter take care of our luggage. Then we can start exploring the city. At some point, I want to take a good look at the new modern art exhibition at the gallery.
I'm not very interested in that exhibition. So while you do that, I'm going to take some pictures of Central Park.
Good plan. What else do you want to do?
Sarah recommended taking a boat trip around Manhattan Island. I'd love to do that. Oh, and do you want to go to a Broadway show? The one I mentioned last night sounds amazing. Apparently the audience goes crazy at the end of every performance when the star, Alex Palmy, comes back on the stage to take a bow.
Sounds great to me.
I've decided I'm going to improve my fitness, Paul.
Yeah?
Yes. You're going to be impressed with what I've done so far. I've joined my local gym. I've already been exercising on the treadmills there. I'm also going to start an aerobic class and swimming lessons next week, so I'll be working on different aspects of my health.
That's brilliant. So you're going to learn to swim. Anything else?
Oh, I've bought a recipe book for quick meals using fresh ingredients, which means I'm finally going to eat healthier food.
Wow. You're really serious about this, aren't you?
You bet. I finally fixed my bike too, so I'm going to cycle to work every day.
Well, you've made me think I should get fitter too.
Hi, Stacey. How are you?
Hello, Carla. I'm fine, but what dreadful weather. All this wind and rain. With such bad weather, the traffic will get very heavy.
It's freezing cold and pouring with rain here too.
My neighbour thinks it'll snow tonight.
Well, I've got the heating on, and I'll make some soup and a beef casserole to eat tonight. Kevin will be delighted. I'll pick him up after his guitar lesson, so he doesn't get soaked waiting for the bus. Hey, why don't you come over to eat this evening too? I'll come and get you on my way to pick up Kevin.
I'd love to. But what time will you be here? I like to watch my favourite TV show at 5.
In that case, I'll pick you up at 5:30. See you later.
Bye, Carla, and thank you.
Phoebe, we might not have gone in the right direction.
Yes, I think we're lost.
Let's look at the map and try to find where we are. I think we might be on Blue Mountain. Look, there's that forest marked on the map down there. And over there, that might be Reef Canyon. See?
I think you're right, Javid. So the mountain we saw yesterday might have been Mount Carlton. What a shame the weather was so bad. We didn't even recognize it. Oh well, which way next?
Well, let's get down this mountain and through the forest.
No thanks. I don't think it's safe. We might see a hungry bear.
OK, let's go back the way we came. We'll pack up the tent and head back to the hotel in Peace Valley. If we hurry, we might get there before nightfall.
Hi, Jess. Have you seen Selena today?
Hello, Boris. Sorry, no. I don't think she's at work today.
Is she at that marketing conference?
No, she can't be. That's next week.
Well, she might just be late. The traffic was awful this morning.
Possibly. But she wasn't feeling very well yesterday, so I think she might be off sick.
Yeah, she did mention to me that she had a sore throat yesterday. She might have a cold or something.
James, her assistant, has got the flu. She could have caught it from him.
Oh no. I hope she's not off sick for too long. I really need her help with this report.
You could send her an email. She might still be checking her messages from home.
Thanks, Jess. But she could be asleep. I might ask Sarah if she can help with the report today.
Good idea. Hi, Amir. How are you doing?
Oh, Ruth, I'm having such a bad time at work. Our new manager looks down on all his staff.
Oh, no. That's awful.
He expects total respect from us, but I just can't look up to someone like him.
Have you tried to get along with him?
Of course I have. Obviously I can't fall out with him. He's my boss. But honestly, I'm running out of patience.
That's too bad. You shouldn't have to put up with being treated like that. Maybe you should talk to one of the other managers about it. How about we meet next week to see if we can come up with a plan?
Yes, please. Do you want to meet for dinner on Wednesday?
That sounds great. See you then.
Bye, Ruth.
Aman, you did put the sun cream in the case, didn't you?
Yes, of course, Lita. I think we've got everything. Oh, hang on. You have packed our swimming things, haven't you?
Sorry, I forgot. I'll do that now.
We should take a present for Jacques, shouldn't we?
Yes, we should, and I already thought of that. I bought him a beautiful book on modern art. Now, what about your golf clubs? You like playing golf, don't you?
I think I'd rather just be by the pool, reading and swimming.
Well, I definitely want to go hiking with Jacques. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Absolutely not. I might even come with you. Now, we should get going, shouldn't we? Let's get everything into the car.
Today we're looking at solids, liquids and gases. Water can exist in all three states. First of all, let's heat some water. When we heat water to 212 degrees Fahrenheit, or 100 degrees Celsius, it begins to boil. Can you all see that? The water changes from a liquid to a gas. Do you see? We call this gas steam. If we allow the steam to cool, it turns back into liquid water. Watch, and you'll see that happen. If we cool the liquid to 32 degrees Fahrenheit, or 0 degrees Celsius, it becomes ice.
Hi, Jasmine. How was your chemistry lecture?
Really interesting. We learned about density.
That sounds complicated.
Actually, the professor demonstrated it really well. First, he explained that some substances are more dense than others. And then we did an experiment. Look, you fill 2/3 of a plastic bottle with water. After that, a few drops of blue food colouring are added. Next, you fill the rest of the bottle with cooking oil. The oil floats on the water. When the bottle is tilted from side to side, the water moves just like a wave.
Why?
Oil is less dense than water, so the two substances can't mix.
Wow, I had no idea.
What are you doing, Jilly?
Building a new cupboard.
Oh, why is all this newspaper on the floor?
To protect it. If I spill any glue, it'll go on the newspaper.
And what are all these bowls for?
The screws, nuts and bolts. I'll probably make a mistake if I don't put them in the right order. Can I borrow your electric screwdriver? I'll only use it if I really need to.
Of course.
Thanks. Now please stop distracting me. If I don't read these instructions carefully, I'll make a mistake.
OK. Just one more thing. Are you going to have the cupboard in this room?
No, why?
If you try and move it through the door once it's built, it'll get stuck. Hello, sweetheart. I hear you're selling your house. Why? If you need money, just ask.
Dad, you're so kind, but no thanks. I'm buying a smaller house so I can use the money to visit my kids in Australia more often. If you're shocked, think about how happy that'll make me.
What will you do with all your furniture?
I'll sell the big stuff and just keep what I need. If you want anything, come and take it.
Are you sure about this?
I'm actually seeing things more clearly than ever before. I'm also leaving my job at the bank and retraining as a counsellor. Live more simply if you want to be happy.
Well, if that's how you feel, then go for it.
How much longer is this work going to take?
We're nearly there. We really are doing our best.
What are the next jobs to be done?
When the electrician completes the wiring, we'll start plastering the walls.
Will you start the kitchen when you finish the wiring?
Not quite. When the plaster's dried, we'll install the stove and then build the kitchen from there.
And the new sink in the bathroom?
We'll put the sink in as soon as we've finished the kitchen.
And what about finishing off the rooms?
As soon as the plaster's completely finished drying, the painters will start the painting. I know it seems to be taking forever, but things must be done in the right order.
Sarah, I've got a great idea that I want to tell you about.
Okay.
You know that wonderful house we saw yesterday?
Yes?
Well, if we raised the money, we could buy it and run it as a little hotel.
If you really wanted to buy the house, we'd have to raise a lot of money.
I know, but if we sold our house, we could afford it.
Oh, Gavin, if you weren't such a dreamer, I'd take your plan more seriously.
I wouldn't be telling you about this if I wasn't serious about it.
We'd be taking a big risk if we sold our house.
If we got it right, we'd make a fortune.
Well, let's take some time to think about it. But I don't think you should leave your job just yet.
Isabel, can I ask you something?
Sure.
Jamila has asked me to give a presentation in front of some clients, but I'm really nervous about it.
If I were you, I'd be pleased about it. Why are you nervous?
I don't know why she asked me. I don't think I'm good at public speaking at all.
Connor, that's silly. You've won awards in our company because you're excellent at your job and get along well with all our clients. That's why Jamila asked you to give the presentation.
I just don't feel ready for it.
If I were you, I'd talk to Jamila and find out what she's expecting you to say and what the clients are like. Then I'd practice the presentation in front of a friend.
Thanks, Isabel. You always give great advice.
Okay, Carlos. In this part of the interview, I'm going to ask you some questions about what you would do in different situations. Okay?
Okay.
Great. First of all, what would you do if your most important client was rude and aggressive?
If someone was very rude to me, I would try to stay calm and not be rude back.
And what if someone was aggressive?
I would let them finish what they were saying, then say goodbye and leave the room. Later, I would send them an email giving them my point of view.
Would you tell your boss?
Only if I wanted to make a formal complaint.
Okay. Next question. If your boss was on vacation and you needed to make an important decision, what would you do?
If my boss liked to be in control of every tiny detail, I would send him or her an email.
What if you couldn't contact your boss?
I would always take my time before reaching a decision and make a list of factors I need to consider.
That's great.
George, how are you finding your new job and living over this side of the city?
Well, I have a job that is challenging and very interesting. I love it. But I'm a bit lonely. I don't really know anyone here except you and Tom.
Yes, it's tough moving to a new place where you don't know many people. But you don't have to be lonely. There are lots of amazing people who live in this area. You should come and have dinner with us. I can introduce you to some people who will absolutely love you.
Do you think so? I'd love to meet some people who are fun to be with.
Well, why don't you come over to my house next Saturday? I'll invite a group of friends who I think you'll find both interesting and great fun. Does that sound okay?
That sounds great. Thanks.
Hi, Maggie. I haven't seen you in a long time. Did you do anything nice over the summer?
Bruce and I went on an amazing vacation to Malta, which is a small island in the Mediterranean.
Sounds great.
Our hotel, which had a swimming pool, was only a short distance from the beach. The beach itself, which was small, was not ideal for swimming. However, the boats at the harbor, which were brightly painted, were really beautiful. The food, which was fresh and home-cooked, was absolutely delicious.
You're making me hungry.
We also explored the whole island, which was full of gorgeous honey-colored buildings. The capital city, which is called Valletta, has a lot of beautiful churches. We got lost a couple of times, but the locals, who were very friendly, helped us.
That was nice. I think I'll go there next summer.
Well, if you do, you must visit the small island of Gozo. That's where we went scuba diving. It was a great trip.
Can you tell me what happened this morning, Mr. Jones?
Well, around 10 in the morning, I was doing the dishes. Then, soon after that, I was polishing the dining table. I thought I heard a noise, but I was really concentrating on the polishing, so I didn't take much notice.
What happened next?
I was vacuuming the living room, around 10:15, when I heard someone upstairs. It sounded like they were looking for something in my wife's closet. About 2 minutes later, someone ran down the stairs.
And then?
I ran to the window. A man was getting into a car. Next thing, he was driving away.
What time was this, Mr. Jones?
10:20. Then I called you. I was just sitting in the living room and listening to some music when you rang the doorbell.
It was raining hard. The cold wind was blowing rain into Sam's eyes, and his face was frozen. People were hurrying along the street, trying to shield themselves from the terrible weather. Sam ran into a cafe to shelter from the rain. A waitress came to take his order. She was wearing a black dress with a white apron. She was polite and seemed kind. Soon, Sam was eating his sandwich, drinking his coffee, and starting to feel warmer. He was looking out of the window when he saw a boy walking into the bank. He was carrying something. Sam wondered what it could be.
Hi, Fatima. How was your vacation?
It was fantastic.
I'm so jealous. What was the best bit?
While Barney and I were hiking, we visited a tower up a steep cliff. The only way to get up there was by climbing a rope.
Wow, that must have been scary.
Well, it didn't look too hard, and we climbed the first part of the cliff quite easily. But when I was about halfway up, I tripped on a rock and almost lost my footing. It was really scary.
What happened next?
Barney was right behind me and helped me calm down. Although my hands were shaking, I started to climb up. When we finally reached the top, all the locals were cheering. It was an amazing experience.
This is Fiona Gardner with a special report on last night's oil spill. I'm with Rosie McAllister, an eyewitness, and Jose da Silva, a local vet. Rosie, could you tell us what you saw?
Last night I saw some birds struggling to get out of the water and realised that their feathers were covered in oil. I knew immediately that there had been some kind of oil spill. I ran back to my hotel and then called the police, vets and Coast Guard.
Jose, you and your team have been taking care of the birds. What happened next?
The birds were taken to our clinics for cleaning. Later, we heard that there had been a shipwreck and oil was leaking into the sea. By dawn, the sea was totally polluted, and this morning, the beach was closed to the public.
Thank you both very much for talking to us. Hi, Tony. Did you have fun last night?
I did, thanks, Erin. I met a nice woman called Jackie. I'd noticed her right at the start of the party, but was too shy to go and talk to her.
So what happened in the end?
She came and spoke to me. She said she'd noticed me too, and she wanted to meet me.
Lucky you.
Yes, we talked all night. It was amazing. Anyway, how was your night?
Clearly not so much fun as yours. I got in trouble with Martin. He told me he couldn't come to the party, so I invited Jeff.
Why was that a problem?
They're both my friends, but they fell out long ago, so they don't get along. Anyway, Martin turned up just after I'd asked Jeff to dance. It was quite an awkward moment.
Oh, no.
Have you ever been to Barcelona, Elsa?
No, unfortunately I haven't, Zabi. I visited Madrid, but I've never been to Barcelona.
I can take you to see all the popular tourist sites, like the Sagrada Familia and the Picasso Museum.
Sounds great.
I can also show you some of the deserted spots that most tourists don't go to.
Sounds interesting. Tell me more.
Have you ever heard of the Bunkers del Carmel?
No, what is it?
It's a viewpoint at the top of a mountain where you can see right across Barcelona and its high-rise buildings. There used to be bunkers there from the Spanish Civil War. They were derelict until the 1990s, when the area was redeveloped.
I'd like to go there.
It's a bit difficult to get to, but it's really charming. You've never seen a sunset like the one you can see from there.
I can't wait.
Hi, Jonah. I heard on the grapevine that you're engaged.
Hi, Ben. Yes, it's true.
Congratulations. So, tell me what happened.
Well, I knew that Lizzie had wanted to get married for a long time.
Uh-huh.
And while we were on vacation last month, I was thinking about asking her to marry me.
But you didn't?
No. So many couples get engaged when they're on vacation. I wanted to do something different.
So what did you do?
I proposed last Friday. I had bought a special plate with "Will you marry me" written on it, and gave Lizzie some chocolate cake on the plate, so she only saw the message when she had eaten the cake.
Great idea.
I was so nervous about it that I almost got cold feet. I thought she might say no.
That's ridiculous, Jonah. Lizzie's head over heels in love with you.
Anyway, she said yes, and we're getting married next year.
That's great news. I'm so happy for you.
Your house is great. When did you move in?
In June. Shortly afterward, we met our neighbours for the first time.
Are they nice?
We thought so. But just as we were becoming friends, we had an argument.
What happened?
Well, they're an older couple and had moved to the area not long before us. As soon as we had settled in, I offered to lend them a hand with redecorating their house.
That was nice of you. They couldn't be angry with that.
Well, I set to work one Sunday morning, but they were both such a pain in the neck that I gave up after a couple of hours.
Why?
Just as I began painting their bathroom, Jim started telling me that I was doing it wrong. And at the very moment I was about to argue with him, Dorothy appeared and started shouting at me about shelves that I had put up. I haven't spoken to them since.
That's not good at all. Hello, Alfonso. You look really well. What's new?
Hey, Maya. My main news is that I want to change jobs next year.
Why?
I want to have more time for my painting hobby.
Roberto said you hope to buy his house. Is that right?
Yes, Roberto's place is much bigger than our home, And there's room for a painting studio for me. Plus, Kara says she wants to turn the attic into an office.
Great! Is Kara's computer business going well?
Yes, very well. So, what's your news? Jan said that you had a really successful exhibition in New York.
Yes, my agent Dan told me yesterday that people had loved my photographs and they'd all sold really quickly.
That's really exciting, Maya. I'm so happy for you.
Hello, Alfonso. You look really well. What's new?
Hey, Maya. My main news is that I want to change jobs next year.
Why?
I want to have more time for my painting hobby.
Roberto said you hope to buy his house. Is that right?
Yes, Roberto's place is much bigger than our home, and there's room for a painting studio for me. Plus, Kara says she wants to turn the attic into an office.
Great! Is Kara's computer business going well?
Yes, very well. So, what's your news? Jan said that you had a really successful exhibition in New York.
Yes, my agent Dan told me yesterday that people had loved my photographs and they'd all sold really quickly.
That's really exciting, Maya. I'm so happy for you.
Hi, Grace. How was your date?
It was awful. He told me he was 30, but I didn't believe him. He looked much younger.
Oh, dear.
And he said he liked going to nightclubs, DJing, and gardening.
That's an odd combination.
Then he told me he wanted to take me somewhere nice for dinner, but said we'd have to wait till the end of the month. So we went to a cafe.
Oh, Grace. Did you walk out?
Not until he told me he owned a sports car, but because it was being repaired, he was on his moped.
I think your date is probably a bit younger than you. Maybe he's telling you a few lies because he wants to impress you.
Well, I'm afraid it didn't work. When I was talking to my friend Carla on the phone this morning, I said that I don't date boys or liars, and I meant it.
Morning, Mr. Kelly. How are you feeling today?
Not too bad.
The test results show that your general fitness is quite poor for your age.
I know. It's a real problem.
Don't worry. We're going to do something about it starting today.
What do you want me to do?
Here's an eating plan to help you lose weight. You must stop eating sugar, chips, and all fried foods. Instead, you'll have lots of fresh fruit and vegetables. I've included the recipes. The meals are healthy and really delicious, too.
Okay.
We'll also meet 3 mornings each week at 6:30 to go running.
That sounds painful.
Perhaps, but you'll live longer and be healthier.
Okay. Let's try it.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Zach. What's this news that you wanted to tell me?
I've been offered a promotion, but the job's based in New York.
Wow, that's so exciting. What do your parents think about it?
Well, they don't think I should take the job. They said I might get lonely in a big city where I don't know anyone.
Really?
Yes, and they warned me not to rush into any decision that I might regret. But my boss has asked me to let her know if I'll take the job by the end of this week.
I think you'd have a great time in New York, and you'd easily meet new people. What would your new job be?
I'd be the company's new marketing manager.
That sounds like a fantastic opportunity. I think you should go for it.
I probably will take the job. I think I'll regret it if I don't. But please don't tell any of our friends about this until I've decided what I'm going to do.
Okay. And congratulations on the job offer.
Hi, Sita. How did your interview go?
It went well, thanks.
What did they ask you?
They asked me why I wanted to work for them, of course. That was easy to answer. They asked me how well I thought I'd work in a team. I told them about the different groups of people I've managed and the PR work I've done. They seemed happy with that.
That's great, Sita. What else did they want to know?
They asked me what kind of salary I was looking for. Then they said they'd let me know if I got the job this afternoon. I'll call them tomorrow if I still haven't heard from them by then.
Oh, good luck.
Thanks. I'd really like to work for them.
Hi, Uma. How did your meeting go?
It went really well.
That's great. What did your boss ask you?
She asked me whether I'd met my sales targets, so I showed her all the figures for the last few months to prove that I had. She seemed pleased with that. She's very keen to improve sales, so she asked if I had a plan for that.
That's a difficult question.
It's okay. I was prepared for it and talked her through my plans for selling our products in new markets.
So then what happened?
She asked if I would like to try out my ideas with the sales team.
Is that good news?
I think so. She asked me if I'd like to be the new director of sales and marketing.
That's fantastic. Did you know that was going to happen?
No, I had no idea.
Well done, Uma. Let's celebrate.
Good afternoon.
Hello. My name's Samira Kaur, and I've booked a room here tonight.
Welcome to the Astoria. You're in room 24.
Thank you. Could you tell me what time breakfast is served?
From 6:30 until 10.
Great. And could you tell me where the restaurant is?
Just down the hallway to your right.
Thanks so much. I'm here for a conference. Do you know where the conference centre is?
Here's a map. Turn right out of the hotel and follow the road to the seafront. The conference center is in a building at the top of the cliffs, looking straight out to sea.
Could you tell me how far it is from here?
Sure. It's 1 mile away.
Thank you. My colleagues said they were already here. Do you know where they are?
If you're here for the big sales conference, they're waiting for you in the cafe.
Great. Just one last question. Could you tell me when reception closes?
We close at midnight.
Thanks so much. You've been really helpful.
You're welcome. Enjoy your stay with us. I wish the weather wasn't so awful. It won't stop raining. And I'm so bored. I wish we'd gone to Zainab's party instead of watching that terrible movie last night.
You should try and enjoy your time off. You teachers are lucky to get those long vacations. I wish I didn't have to go to work this week.
Why don't you take some time off? Then we can go away somewhere. I'm getting sick of city life. I wish we lived in the countryside.
I think you just need a change of scene. Maybe we can go away somewhere when the car's fixed.
That car's always breaking down. I wish we hadn't bought it.
I'm sorry about the car. I know you didn't want us to buy it.
Look, it's not so bad. Feel like homemade pizza?
Great idea.